So this is my little sim rig. I got the Thrustmaster TL CM pedals here. I'm setting up the spring, and in a lot of videos I see guys run the combo with the two reds in the center, and what ends up happening really sucks, and it just makes it feel like shit. This middle spring usually ends up compressing first, and what a lot of guys do is they put the little shims in there, or washers, to stiffen this spring up, but I've tried that too, and it's just like, it's just too stiff. So what I'm going to try doing, some guys want this progressive style braking where you put the white washer here, and that kind of works. It makes this white washer give into the silver and then the red, but I don't like that, so I put the washers in. And this is the combo I want to try here, is the factory, you know how it comes, black spring with the washers on the silver, and then the red being the stiffest, so I have a really stiff brake pedal. Because I've noticed with this new rig I got, every time I hit the brake with the default black springs that they just kind of come with, I end up just being able to push it way too easy, and I just don't like that. It doesn't feel very immersive, very good, especially when you're flying into a corner at like 140 and you're like, but I could just, and that's it. So I didn't really like that too much, but I'm gonna try this combo out. Okay, so I never actually even got to play with it. I ended up trying to compress the spring and it was so stiff. It was still not as stiff with the red and the red, but Jesus Christ, like, it hurt my fingers to try and slide it into the bracket, and then I got it, kind of tapped it, and it still didn't feel like it was doing what I wanted. Like, this middle spring was still, with the washers, too soft, and it would give before this black spring would, which really sucks. So I think I'm just gonna try what the tried and true combo is, which is gonna be the soft spring and then the softest spring into the top here, because it'll give us that real progressive braking feel. So it gets really stiff when you towards the bottom of the pedal, like that, which might work. We will see. So I think I'm starting to run into the problem my buddy was running into with this, his Fanatec pedals. And that is, when I hit it, you can almost hear the frame of it kind of give. That like stress on the metal. I think I'm gonna run this spring though. The combo is pretty good. I think it'll do what I need it to for now. So I think I'm gonna hop on the rig and see how it goes. Okay, so after messing around in the rig a little bit, I am a fan of this combination, but I think I need to calibrate something because I can just very lightly dab the brakes like I never could before. 4, and I can max out really easy. And I think that might be because this is like 75% of my braking, all these soft springs, and that really hard one there is only about the last 25%, so I rarely ever feel it. So you'll notice in the footage I'm just dabbing the brake pedal a lot, and I can really just stab the thing into corners, and it allows me to break the rear wheels loose a lot easier, which is kind of what I'm going for because I like sim drifting. But in a track racing application, it feels really funny if you're driving something like a 787B. Yeah, but like with that being said though, I guess the inconsistencies also don't help that I don't have the best like depth perception, which a VR headset will help with. Now, I bought this at a Goodwill like thrift store a few days ago. It's like a 10-foot something cable that goes all the way over there for a link, because I live in the middle of nowhere and we do not have very good high-speed internet out here, so I can't really do the internet connection link. I really need the physical cable. So I'm probably going to take a crack at this, but I don't know if it's going to work. Like I said, this is a $6 Goodwill USB-C cable. So if not, I'm going to run to my local Micro Center about 40-something minutes away and get a true Oculus cable. But while I'm at it, we want to do some research, because there's a headphone jack on this side of the Rift 2 or Quest 2 that allows you to plug something in, and I tried the PlayStation VR earbuds and I was thoroughly impressed with those. So if they have those, I'll see if the audio jacks are the same and probably pick up a set of those or some cheaper equivalent. But I really would like some noise canceling. And all in all, I think better sound quality, better visuals will help improve with my consistency on track, versus, you know, slipping and sliding and dabbing the pedal and stuff. Because I do want to try some GT3 or touring car racing at some point. It's not really my cup of tea. I do a lot more street car activities, like drifting and toge racing, but I think this headset will do the job. I had a Rift S before that worked out pretty okay. I will say I wasn't the biggest fan of it because I didn't have the best visual quality, and it also hurt because I wear glasses. But my buddy hooked me up with a slightly nicer headrest, so this might work out a lot better than my Rift S. And also I recently upgraded my PC. Hard to see in there, but that's a 3060 in this dusty ass case. It works out pretty all right. So I wanted to re-record this part. I had recorded a bit, but I want to explain a little better. So as you can see here, I changed out the screws, and that allows this pedal face to kind of sit a little farther over. And I like it a little offset because I am a size 13, so my feet are fucking massive. And so when I try to heel toe, it's kind of awkward, and I didn't like it. So I set the plastic shim up so that it also like kicks the bottom down and back a little more, while the factory shims that come on it, I guess you could call them, are a little more shallow and not nearly as crazy. I do kind of think I want to mess with this brake pedal a little more. I'm not liking how the potentiometer in it or whatever is reacting. It basically just allows for like 25% travel. I mean, just that's it right there, and that's maxed out. So I think I'm going to probably swap the red spring out or the white spring out and see if maybe I can get a little more travel, because this is full throttle and this is full brake. It does not move at all, and it feels kind of weird, and I honestly just do not like it at all. It works for drifting when I want to shift the weight, or in front wheel drive cars when I want to get the ass end to go, but altogether it's a little awkward and just doesn't feel right. So I got my Quest 2 here. It's getting pretty late in the evening, but I went ahead, tested it. I got everything set up. I still haven't touched the brake pedal yet, But I got a USB-C cable run to a dongle in the back of my PC, which under the Oculus test mode doesn't meet their requirements, but I tested it in game and enjoyed it. So I'm kind of unsure what I'll do, but I think for now I'm just gonna go ahead and run it, and we'll just jump into sim and I'll show you guys. A little laggy, so probably gotta tweak some settings, but other than that, I'm recording and screen sharing, I think, so can't even be mad. Doesn't have enough power. I think it's on semi-slicks from the jump. I never thought about this. What is my pause button? Fuck, I don't have a pause button. Grip build. Just understeers because it wants to slide. It's like trying to drive a rally car without going sideways. It's just not how it was designed.
Oh, yes.
I just want to tip the butt out, but I can't. The car doesn't want to.